What's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ Seti Manos. Had a gig last night, 2 gigs. It was a double header. Um, One of them they called me in a very very short notice. They wanted me to play at what is it called, like a lodge? It's called the Elk Lodge. And when they called me up, they called me on serious short notice, and they wanted me to play because there was gonna be a theme, like a hold down theme, and they wanted me to do from 1 to 5 till the band showed up. And I told them I couldn't. I said I couldn't. I said the only thing I could do is like 1 to 3. And I said I have to be at around across town at another gig, and that one starts at 6 o'clock. So this one was over at 3, gave me time to pack up, and I had to hit the road. It was an hour away. So if I left at 3:30, I was there by 4:30. And then if I got there at 4:30, I got like an hour and something to start setting up because the gig starts at 6. So it took me a little longer than to pack up because I don't know, it does. It's quicker to set up, but later on people start showing up there in the way, like, get out of my way, fool. You know how it is. For some reason, they always have to block the exit when you're trying to get out. There's always a group of people talking, and then they don't get the hint. You say, excuse me, can I get through? They move out of the way, and they go back in the way. Why do people do that? They're in the way, they get out of the way, and then move back. And I have to come back and say, excuse me, and they don't get the hint. It's like, do they do this on purpose? Do they do that on purpose? It happens to me like all my gigs when it's time for me to go home. They're always blocking the exit. Always. It's like they don't see me. I mean, how many times do I have to say excuse me, coming through? Anyways. So I got to the other gig just on time. Check this out. Look at this from last night. I don't know if you guys can see this. The sweat marks. The sweat marks from last night. Now, check this out. There was a short notice gig. Let me tell you what my mistakes I made. One mistake was taking a second gig. That's a mistake I made. I should never took it. But me, like a dummy, I'm always like, okay. Why shouldn't I? Why I regret taking it? Because I already knew. I got off work at 6 in the morning, and this gig started at 1. So I was like, I woke up at 10. I had to pack up all my stuff. I woke up at 10, pack up everything. So I was done packing up by 10. Let me see. By 11 o'clock. Then I said, all right, let me go take a shower. It was 11 o'clock. I said, let me go take a shower. And I was going to comb my hair. And I realized that, hold up. I got to be there at 1. I said, I can't comb my hair. I said, I got to be there at 1 to start playing music. I said, if I comb my hair, I'll be done by 12. I'll be pushing it. I said, it takes me like an hour to set up, but I don't like pushing things, I always like to test things, make sure things are working. So I said, forget it. Hat. So I got there, and I set up my stuff, and then I like to be honest with you guys, so we're going to talk about these right here. My 2 transmitters. This one comes in a little bag, and this one comes in a little rechargeable case. And you do what you do to charge it up. You push the button, and if you see that they're not blinking, so that means they're charged, right? So let me tell you what happened. So when I set up, there was a bunch of microphones and stuff on one side of the room. I think it was on the right side. So I had these plugged up to the right side, but I was getting some interference. So I switched the channels, and it was still getting interference. So I said, you know what, let's swap these. So I swapped them. I threw this one on the left side, on the left speaker, and I threw this on the right speaker. So now this one wasn't getting any interference. It sounded pretty good. But this one, anytime somebody walked by it, I could hear that it lose connection. You know, it was losing connection. So I said, oh, dang, that sucks. But since this one was still playing, nobody noticed. I could notice because I was right next to the speaker, or, you know, hearing it. So anytime somebody walked by, it just, I mean, it won't lose completely. I could still hear it, but it would just dim down a little. So that's the number one problem, that it does get interference. And this is the indoors. I don't like indoor gigs. I hate indoor gigs. It's always interference, you know, with everything. I always experience interference in indoor gigs. I like outdoor gigs where it's open. Everything's open. So that was a problem. I should have lifted them up. I should have raised them up, but I didn't have no connection. I'm gonna order some connections. So I'm gonna order a little 3-foot female quarter, so I could plug up this, and a female, so I could plug this up to my mixer. And I want to have 3 feet, so I have to probably order a couple pairs, maybe a pair for this one, a pair for this one, because I do want to lift them up so it won't get any more interference. All right, so let's talk about the next gig. So I hit this button to charge it up. There's a button right here. So it was the first gig was 2 hours, and I had to pack up my stuff. So I hit the button. You see them blinking. I close it up, zip it up, shut up to my next gig. The other gig was 3 hours. It was from 6 to 9. I plugged these up. I thought it would be fully charged, because these last 5 hours. Within, then I put the the what is it called? The cable tone. I slapped that on. And then within maybe 2 hours, this went off. Not even 2 hours, probably like an hour, it went off. So I said, what the heck? Did it charge? And I said, man, I hope it probably didn't charge. So I had to grab these out. I said, let's put these away now. Grab these out. And it was working fine, but I discovered something new that I didn't discover before. That this clips, it's weird. So I have 2 mixers. I have my controller. So this pretend is my controller. And then I have my Yamaha mixer. When I turn up my controller, because I remember I told you guys I like to keep mine kind of low, the volume. Then I raise it up as I go lower down and raise it up. So I noticed when I turned up my volume, I heard crackling out of my speaker. It's crackling, so that means it's peaking. So I said, holy cow, what the heck? So I lowered the volume back down so it stopped the crackling. So to fix this problem, so to fix the problem here, what you need to do is turn it up on your Yamaha mixer, the gain, or the master, so you won't have no crackling. For some reason, this one, when I was getting my some strange reason, when I was getting past a certain volume, this one will crack. So I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna test that out again today. So there's a few things I got to do. I got to give me some cable, 3 foot, so I can lift them up higher, so I won't get no more interference. And 2, I got to check the crackling. So this one crackles. It seems like when it gets a certain gain, it just start peaking or whatever, start crackling. And that kind of sucks. This one doesn't do that. This one, I love this, but the only problem is the batteries. This one's only lasts 5 hours. This one lasts a good 8 hours, you know? So, and this one doesn't have no charging thing. So, you know, like this one, I like it that has a rechargeable case, but I don't know, like I said, either when I hit the button and I close it up, I don't know what happened, but it didn't charge. See, like right now, it shows that it's fully charged. It just turns right off. There's no blinking here. And usually this right here will blink, telling you that it's charging. So, I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about the playlist. Let's turn this on the computer. So it was a theme. First theme was a hold down theme. Second theme was a cholo theme. It was pretty cool. I'm going to upload the video. That one was a cool party. That one was a fun party. It was still hot. It was like 106. And these people be dancing in the heat. I mean, you can see my hat. My hat is like dripping sweat. I got to clean my hat for my next, you know. Anyways, let me show you. A lot of people ask me, where do you get the history from? So that's the history the music that I played at the gig. So there's not a playlist. It's just what I played. So let's talk about the music that I played. Let's open up the history. So right here under documents, click on documents and then click on virtual DJ. This is only for virtual DJ. I don't know if Serato has it. And this is a regular PC. This is not a Mac, so I'm not sure where you guys keep your folders at. So right here under, there's a folder called history. Click on history. And then right here, scroll down to the bottom. It says track list. And you see that the date, it says 9/24. Today's the 25th. So check this out. When you click on this is what I like about this. Look at how far back it goes on the history. It goes all the way to 2014. 2014. So you're gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom. Man, that's a lot of history. That's all the gigs you did, all the music you played, rehearsals, all kind of stuff. And I use that also when I'm practicing. Let's say I'm practicing, right? I'm getting a mix, but I don't write things down. I say, oh, I love it, but then you forgot the order that you played it. You go back in your history and check out what you did. You know, so like this, it seemed like this. It looked like this is probably a control mix from Control. I probably was messing around playing none but Control. But anyways, let's go down to the bottom. Dang, we got a long way to go. So here was last night. The last song was 16 Candles. This is the last one I played. If you guys know military time, you know what time this is. It's going to be 9 o'clock. So let's go back. Let's go back right here. Here it goes. So here, again, military time is 1 o'clock. Man, right on the money I start playing. I got there, it was like 12:20. And I had to play at 1 o'clock. And I never do that. I always try to show up like hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, I got there at 12:20. I I got that stuff in. It was already 12:30. And I said, I got 30 minutes to set up. I said, no big deal. Set up. But look at this, right on the money I start playing. So anyways, here goes my playlist. This is a hold down, country hold down. So it was all country music. So I was just playing a lot of slow country music. Because I know there's a lot of older people. So I just played a lot of slow country, maybe a few fast ones. And that's why I title my mind, slow or fast. You know, all my exes live in Texas. Ooh, that's a jam. Neon Moon, that's a jam, another hitter. Friends in Low Places. The Thunder Rose, another Garth Brooks songs. Rascal Flat. This one I like right here. Fancy Like, this is a jam. I love this song. Fancy Like. Whiskey. And let me see what else I got. This is another one that I like. It's funny because I'm not originally from Arizona. I'm from California. When I moved to Arizona, then you got to go with the vibe, you know. People start asking for country, then you know you go with the flow. So check this out. The gig was over at. Here's my last song right here. I played Tennessee Whiskey. Was at, if you guys know military time. It was 3 o'clock. So that's almost 1500. So 1500, yeah, 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, that was my last song. See, this is the time I started playing it. So I was done by 3 something. I went a little over. And I had to pack up my stuff and take off to the next gig. Check this out. All right, let's back up. This is why I regret taking this gig. Let me tell you why I regret it. I woke up, I got off work at 6 in the morning. Got up at 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I got off at 6, but I got home at 6 something, 6:30. So I got 3.5 hours of sleep. 3.5 hours of sleep. I woke up, went and did this gig. Boom. Pack up my junk, went to the other gig. I haven't ate. And these foods right here, at this place right here, it was only 2 hours. And when you're playing music, it just, you know, it just, I don't know. When you're playing music, you're doing what you got to do. I didn't drink nothing either. So for 2 hours, I ain't drink, I ain't eat. I got to the other gig at what time? Here's where I start playing my next song. Where'd my mouse go? Either I got to get batteries on this mouse. Right here. Here's the first song. Malo. Suavecito. What time is that? That's 7:30. Let me see, 17. That's 5:30. I start playing my next song. I did the mic or the sound test, right? And there's some dudes out there, so I'm playing these songs right here. I just playing a lot of oldies. Like I slap a Malo, I put Groove In on a Sunday afternoon, the Stylistics. And then when the birthday girl came, they wanted to hear it in the club, you know. So I slapped on this In the Club and Insane in the Membrane. And then I went to play some more. It's a thin line between love and hate. You know, I started playing a little bit oldies. Have You Seen Her? Some more oldies. Special Lady. Cisco Kid. This is a song right here. This is a jam right here. Take it, tell it like it. That's a jam right there. So what I mean. So now, right here, this guy was super nice. Super nice. He goes, dude. He tells me, go ahead and just leave this stuff alone. He goes, let's go inside and get yourself something to eat, because the girls, they're up there still dressing up and still, you know, doing some stuff. So he said, go inside and get something to eat. And remember, I haven't ate all day. And I was like, okay, all right, cool, thanks. And he made some barbecue. He made some good stuff. So I started eating. This was my first meal. And then I asked him, I said, you have something to drink, like water and stuff? Because I didn't have time to go anywhere, man. I just rushed things, you know, rushing across town to get to his house. And he gave me some water, right? And I was like, dang. And remember, my hat was like dripping. I was sweating. So he gave me something to drink, and I ate. That food was good. And then I went back outside, and they came out to Lean Like a Cholo. And that's when I decided to get the party started. I went in the mix. I played La Raza, Hey DJ by Lighter Shade of Brown. I put Hey Mr. DJ, Cool J, Return of the Mac. This is all the mix right here. The mix started right here. Here's where the mix started. I think I stopped it right here. Here's what the mix. I started the mix. Lean Like a Cholo, La Raza, Hey DJ, Hey Mr. DJ, Cool J, Return of the Mac, Ain't No Fun. I love that song. And I told them about it too. I want to play the dirty verse, and they were all cool about it. And then I played Step in the Name of Love. That's a jam right there, by R. Kelly. And over here, I went in another mix. This is a slow mix. It's like 100 beats per minute. This one's a little faster. So I slapped on some Eminem, Shake That, and I mixed it in with How Many Licks, and then Hot in Here, and then Live It Up, and then No Shoes. That's the jam right there, No Shoes. And then I believe I played another mix right here. I was just doing mix. I didn't even give him a break. I played Get It by Too Short. This is on one of my previous videos that I did. The mix, I did it live on video. So I stopped right there. I did this mix right here. So my mixes are like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes long. I don't do them longer than that. I just do a real quick mix, like do a verse each. Then over here I slapped on the wobble, Cupid Shuffle, and then here goes another mix. Oh, actually no, this is a solo song. Then I did the Selena mix that you guys saw, and I stopped right here, and Becky G, Mommy. And this is all, I played this one by itself. No, actually, I started another mix, my bad. I started another mix. And as soon as they heard blow the whistle, they started going crazy because I mixed it in. And I put a loop and blow the whistle, so it just had that boom, 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 that blow the whistle beat. Then I put on Juvenile, Back to the Hotel, because it was a SA theme. Then I played Regulate, and then going back to Cali, Shoop, and Say Ah. There's another mix I did. Man, I was doing like mixes after mixes. There's another 15-minute mix. And here's where I start finishing it off. I put It's Your Birthday by 2 Chainz. If you guys haven't heard that one, all I want for my birthday is a big booty. And then I slap on this one right here. And I start wrapping it up with this. And then I say, all right, this is my last song. And I put 16 Candles. So that's it. This is your boy playlist. This is all the music that I played. This virtual DJ just creates a history list. So anytime you ever want to go back to a gig, because this is really helpful. Let's say you did a gig and the song is a banger, but for some reason you didn't write it down. You're like, oh man, that was a banger, man. I don't remember what it was. You go back on your history and review the stuff that you played and say, oh, that's it right there. I didn't play that, or that's the one right there. Like let me give you an idea. So right here, they asked for a song called Fever, and I'm gonna look for the Fever, and I don't have that one. And I remember the girls asking for Fever. I'm looking for Fever right now. If I do a search, a Control F, and here it is, Fever. I didn't have this song right here, so if I ever want to find it, I said, that's a song right there. Then I could look it up. And then I could look it up, but I remember they just say Fever, but I don't remember the artist name. So now I know the artist name, and I have the song. So anytime there's a song and you forgot, you could go down the list and look for it, You could do a Control F, and it'll be quicker. So you do a Control F, and this come up right here on the top. And you could put right here on the right here, Fever. And then it says, cannot find Fever. But that's because I'm at the bottom. But if you start off from the top, it should find it. So, I don't know. I use this a lot. Like I'm rehearsing. I said, dang, that was a cool mix I did. I forgot how the order. You can go back and check it out. This is pretty good. So yeah, this is your boy DJ Ceddy Manos. I'm gonna bring up my stuff, clean it up. I have a school dance. I gotta decide, do I want to take both subs? Because I got a small little car, and my both subs and my RCFs doesn't fit in my car. It would, but then I can't take anything else. So I could fit one sub and my 2 RCFs, and I could just stack up everything up, fit in my car. Or I was thinking about taking all altos, both subs, the 2 altos subs and the 2 altos tops, and it'll be an alto gig. I was thinking about doing that because there's gonna be a school dance coming up on Friday, and I have to decide if I want to do that. And that's about it. This is your boy. And also with Friday gig, it's gonna be a school dance. That's another one. I get off work, and I gotta pack up my stuff quick. So I'm gonna pack it up on Thursday. I'm not gonna do it like I did today, like last night. Last night I was like, dope. If I would have packed it up the day before, I could have got more sleep. I could have combed my hair. I probably could even eat, But I just didn't plan it right. I just woke up and said, I was all tired, packing up my stuff in slow motion. I'm all sleepy and tired and packing up my stuff. And I'm looking at the time, and I said, hold up. No, I got to be there by this time. And that's not rushing. Man, I was so tired. I was in slow motion. So I got to think about stuff like that. So if I got a gig like that, I got to pack up the day before and get it ready, you know. And I was afraid because I did that hold down gig and I left my battery inside the car because I took all 4 batteries with me. I got 4 batteries and I left the 1500 in the car and I was like, "Ah, hopefully nothing happens because it was 100 and some degrees, parked in the heat. So on my next gig, it took me a whole hour to get to the next gig. I had the AC blasting, trying to cool down my equipment that was in the car because I left my lights in there. Oh man, I ain't doing that again. All right, this is your boy DJ Steady Manos. I'm out. Peace.